they're not coming, obviously. And everybody's on. Can everybody hear me?
I hear you.
Perfect. That's what we were hoping for.
Says not responding.
Get some back there if you want. Or we can slide this out farther. It'd probably, I don't know. It's fine. We don't want to break anything.
We don't know what's going to happen if we touch things.
Always something.
Mm-hmm.
That should give us enough, I think.
Yeah, that was the busiest show
Really?
it's ever been. I've never seen anything like it. It was wild. None of the shows we've ever gone to were as busy as that Saturday was.
Is it because of nothing else? That scared me.
Jet, your dog is great.
Three minutes. Hey.
Packing them in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we share our germs.
Did you get water all over the floor?
Yep. I picked up the plant and then went.
You need more chairs brought in here, or?
I don't know who else will be coming, so we'll see. If they do, we can grab them off the. We can pack in.
See, some people aren't here, but they're up there.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
More online probably because of the weather.
Beautiful.
Well, driving from Copenhagen was horrible.
So I'm gonna have a difficult time going to Denmark? Maybe.
Yeah, they said there was 4 vehicles off.
Yeah, no unnecessary travel ban is in place now.
Oh,
Glad I already traveled.
glad I went to Watertown this morning.
I am necessary.
Yes, it's necessary to get home.
Yes, absolutely. You're essential. Don't forget it.
Okay. All right. I don't know if we're expecting anybody else. I guess I'm early. I'm always early. Okay, that's gonna drive me nuts.
We need a sugar packet.
You got anything?
What kind of restaurant
That
is
leg
this?
right there is short. Well, on
Can you
thread.
just, yeah.
Well,
that's
on
what I
thread
was
more.
I don't know.
Make it longer.
No, it's just a decorative piece of
Story of my life.
It is. Nobody's on.
Someone that's making the table jump like that?
It's about the regular thickness.
Oh, you were writing?
No, I'm writing.
I was like, why is the table jumping? Is that my leg?
I'll put a map under it at work.
Last year's ATV mat. Hey. got
It works. Thank you.
Look at that. You
What
can,
a,
you can write now.
what a good guy.
You can write now.
Yes.
You're a real American hero.
I'm
It
American
is.
here.
All right, we're gonna get started. Is that crazy?
Is your laptop plugged into power?
No, why is it showing it's going dead?
Uh-huh. I just don't want us to die in the middle. I'm just trying to help.
Hang on.
Just trying to help, friends. Because I'm pretty sure that that little bar down there isn't gonna last long yet.
Got a brand new truck out there and I can't start it.
You know, if I plug it in,
Somebody
I
can't
lose.
take off motor or something.
I lose the owl.
There was two.
If you
keys
plug it
left
in?
Yeah.
Now there's.
Well, let's see how it goes.
You want to do on
Quick
yours?
meeting.
Or do you want to try it on there?
No, let's just go.
All right. Did it say how dead I am?
No?
Story of my life.
You got 30%. We can get
Okay,
through
we'll
it.
make this quick. Sorry about that, everybody. Our conference room TV won't turn on, so we moved it to my office. And I'm gonna rearrange the schedule because Kristen needs to leave early, so Kristen's gonna go first.
Yes, so we have thus far sent out 3 of the questionnaires on the social media platforms. So the first questions that went out about 3 weeks ago, and we've gotten over 40 responses, and the answers are really amazing. So this first assessment, or the first form of questions that went out, was really just getting all of the best of what people feel like our trail system has. And I mean, the comments are amazing. So I think we're gonna plan on sharing most of them with everybody, right?
Yes.
At some point. So, but if you see, like, when you see that question or that post pop up on your news feed, please share it, because the more information that we can get from all the riders and community members, etc., will all go towards really helping this go where we need it to in order to make the strategy that we want to. So, does anybody have any questions? Have you seen it? Have you filled it out? Perfect.
Crickets.
Good talk.
So there's 4 question groups, and one's being sent out each week.
5.
There's 5 question groups. So there's 5 question groups. One will be sent out each week. So hopefully by the February roundtable, we should have rough idea of what it's saying. And then we'll have time to put it together.
And I think, like, the plan is to, bring it together with the rest of you guys and, discuss what it looks like, and if we feel like there's anything missing or that needs to be expanded on, or et cetera. So
Yeah,
But
I thought
I'm-
the questions were good, and we are getting a fair amount of replies and a fair amount of sharing. So hopefully that is going well. If you haven't seen it, go to our Facebook page, look at the questions, share our questions. Should have 2 out or 3?
3 are out
3 are out
right
right
now.
now.
The 4th one should come out tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow is the one where it's asking the questions about who should be involved. So, like, what partnerships are needed, how do we maximize our existing resources, etc.
Alright.
That was not
I knew that was gonna
30% PS. Oh, wait, they're back.
Okay. I don't know what happened. We'll keep trying. It went black there for a minute. Panic
So
mode.
what we're looking at with this next question is gonna be all the the potential opportunities and solutions and strategies, etc. So this one I think is gonna be harder for people to fill out because people don't tend to typically think that way. So if we can maybe make some comments or whatnot on there, if you think of anything, just to get conversations going and get people thinking, that would probably be a good opportunity as well. So that is that. Does anybody have any questions on those?
Can we
Larry-
just explain the SOAR analysis in case somebody knows?
Yeah, so the SOAR analysis that we're using, it's on par with the SWOT analysis, but you aren't analyzing the weaknesses and threats of a situation or an entity, or in this case, the trail system. You're going to be assessing all of the strengths and the opportunities and the aspirations that people want to see on the trail system, so we can build towards those. So that's what this entire process is going to be helping us do, is really create some goalposts for Jackie and Ryan and, well, all of us to kind of hit as we move forward with the trails.
Perfect. Do you want to do the map updates?
Yes, so the map is unfortunately being held up a little bit. I Love New York is where we get our funding for that. And they have been delayed this year, so I believe our county portion for that is on its way. I think it got cut last week, so as soon as that comes in, I'll be able to send that to I Love New York as proof, and they will be able to start us being able to spend 2025 funding, but just on hold until that happens, unfortunately.
Perfect. All right, I'll get into my stuff so that all of you know Sherry Mary no longer works here. So I'm doing both jobs, so things are a little delayed. So bear with me. Still trying to get everything done. And I want to introduce Kaylee Rhodes. She is our communication specialist here at Lewis County.
Hi, Kaylee.
So she's going to be helping us market the page. She's going to take over the Facebook posting and get more involved, right, Kaylee?
Yep.
So hopefully, if you have questions and you can't reach me, Kaylee might be able to be the one getting back to you. But I did want to bring up our goals for 2025. Signage continues to be an issue I want to address. You know, we've done the road names where the trails come out to the roads. We've seen an increase in theft, so that's going to be a continual update. And then we started doing trail names. So with our winter recreation plan for the commons, some of that's going to change. So by doing it as a year-round trail system, we want the and I don't know, it keeps blinking. So we'll try to make this quick. Connections. So our community connections and signage are the biggest things. Lobbyist efforts, the bill that came out. Larry, do you want to talk about it? So
There it
it's
goes.
Serrano's bill.
Yeah,
There you
got
go. It should have been attached to the last email.
So, there is a bill out there introduced by Senator Serrano. It's called the Greenway Bill, and what it attempts to do is to have the State Parks and Recs office regulate and oversee all the trails in the state of New York, particularly any new ones. They are charged with coming up with a set of design standards, which have yet to, I don't believe they've been created yet. So we've been pushing back on this bill with our lobbyist in Albany. We managed to get the thing pulled last year, but it was reintroduced this session. So we are still actively, this is being pushed by a interest group in Albany, primarily bicyclists, I believe. And they were not even aware that the bill was reintroduced. So we have a phone call set up with them later this week to discuss what their goals are in this bill. Incidentally, the Department of Parks and Recreation do not support this bill. They don't want it. But I would say that it's people that are in Albany. They're not really aware of, how broad the trail system is with respect to there are hiking trails, biking trails, pedal bike trails, ATV trails, snowmobile trails. All of them have varying degree of disturbing the land, so to speak, when they're put in. Such that like a ATV trail or a snowmobile trail need to have the rocks and stuff removed where a foot trail seldom does. So I think this is much more all encompassing in what the interest group visions. So we're working on that and trying to either get the bill pulled or at least make them aware that one design does not fit all. So I think that's where we're at this point. Questions? I gave Jackie the actual Senate bill and asked her to distribute it amongst some other people that were on a earlier call. If anyone has an interest in seeing that, she has your email addresses. I don't. Just reach out to Jackie and we'll be happy to send a copy of this bill along to you. And if you express an interest, we'll try to keep you in the loop.
So that was for the regional group and they don't meet until next month, Larry.
Okay.
Because the first meeting was earlier this month. For those of you that don't know, I set up a regional meeting with Oneida, Oswego, Jefferson, St. Lawrence, and Franklin counties. Try to get consistency and updates on connections and working together. We just started it. I did an initial outreach and did our meeting earlier this month. We're going to be meeting monthly before this meeting, just to kind of keep everybody in the loop of what's going on, things that we're doing, and definitely for the lobbyist support. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Other things I wanted to let you know on, I'm going to be working with Onyx. We reached out last year, started it, never got anywhere. They had a year of transition. Reach back out this year to update our layers. They work a lot different than what we do, so it's that consistency. It's getting the regional group to think on the same standard so that when people come to New York, they'd know what's needed and where, because we're so much different than every other state in the United States. So we set up some initial stuff, but with Sherry gone, it's been tabled for another month. I'm hoping once the new person gets on, I can get back into doing that. I think it's an easier way to keep everybody updated on what we have and what's open and what's closed and where we are working on things. So Winter Recreation Plan, SE Group will be given the contract in February and we'll start our meetings with them. There will be community outreach. It is for a non-motorized winter recreation plan. So you're still invited to come. I try to keep transparency. If you have any questions, let me know. I also wanted to take a minute to say Tug Hill Wheelers had a death in the family. That's why they're not here today. Clay was a trail ambassador and he died over the weekend with a massive stroke. So that's why they're not here. So some prayers for his family, if you can. John and Candy, that's their son-in-law. So might be a while before. Hopefully they'll be back at the next meeting. So I just wanted to keep everybody updated on that. Ryan, do you want to go next? You just blew you away, didn't I?
Yeah, with Clay, I mean, Clay was a good ambassador. He reached out all the time, and so I just heard this for the first time, so I'm like, wow. Very, very sorry, to hear that, so. To the clubs, I guess, I'd be curious to know, what your goals are for this year. Do you guys have goals? Have you set goals? And then, you know, how important it is for those ambassadors to reach out to us. It's huge. Thomas Lane does a great job at it, and then Clay also did a great job as a trail ambassador. He would send me pictures. He would drop a pin of where the problem was, and then inside sources here would call me too if there was issues. So I feel it's beneficial to our crew and for the safety of everybody out there, so we can get on top of it and get it addressed and taken care of. So other than that, I can't think of anything. Ready to keep moving, new trail development, and
We've got a lot of big projects this year. Lee Gulf, the permits came through for the 4 crossings, 2 bridges, 2 culverts. So we have the permits for that. The Ives Road, Glendale Road, and Main Street DOT permits are in. We're hoping to get it on everything this spring. Singing Waters opens back Memorial Weekend. I've already been getting calls asking why our reservation system isn't up, so I will have to do that soon. But I wanted to point out the permit sales. We are doing well. We continue to grow, and I do feel that is our partnership with everybody. So thank you and kudos. I think it's going well. I would love everybody to participate in the questions, and if you don't want to do it there and you want to talk to me, give me a call. But we'll go on to roundtable. And I'm not sure who all's here. Is there anybody from Black River Valley Four-Wheelers? Anybody from Black River Valley Riders? Ty, you're here for High Market? You're muted. Spacebar? Or where it says microphone?
You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Any update for High Market?
We're working with the landowners, as you know, and they're not moving too quickly, but we do have some commitments. So I know there's going to be a lot of work for Ryan down in this area of the woods. So, and
He'll be
I'm
reaching
more than
out
happy
to
to
you.
go around with them and show them the trails where everything needs to be fixed and all that stuff. So, and I also want to become a trail ambassador. So,
Perfect. Thanks, Ty. I'll send you the link for the application.
okay.
Jen and Greg?
Nothing major report right now. We've had some members speak to some in Branningham area. So for the fall fund, that we're going to include some once we get the application. We're probably going to revise our map to show businesses are interested there. And we're planning on probably getting that map or getting the application filled out probably sometime next month, so we get everything rolling. And then whatever, some of the limited club members we have right now that we can do what we can to help you guys and Ryan out on the anything to be done on Lake Golf and everything coming down to the Ives Road area. And signage, whether it's digging a ditch or doing something that needs to be done, we can just let them know while they're working up there, and we can see what we put together. And then we probably won't be meeting in probably maybe the end of March, beginning of April, depending on when the SNR is to be announced.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you. Bob, do you have anything you want to add?
Hey, Jackie. Hello. I'm just representing Guy Case from Great Lot Sportsman's. Just listening in, trying to keep him informed of what's going on. Hope the weather's not too bad down there. I'm here from Watertown, so it's kind of cold up here too. So hang in there.
All right. Thanks, Bob. Tim or Don, do you have anything you want to add?
Again, I just want to thank you for myself and Tim and Oswego County just to be able to participate in your meetings so we can kind of just get a feel for how you guys are doing this. You're obviously far ahead of us. The county has had nothing to do with the trail systems here. It's run by the clubs. So we're taking an approach, kind of baby steps. We hope this year to take over the permitting system, and we'll start from there. One quick question I do have for you. And obstacle we're running into here with the clubs is, at least here on the public or on the private property lands, the clubs limit the trails to side-by-sides and four-wheelers. They do not allow motorcycles or enduros. In your system, obviously I ride up there a lot. I see motorcycles and enduro bikes.
Yeah.
Who made that decision up there? And is that, from what I'm being told from our county attorney, is that if the county's involved, we have to open it up to everybody, meaning any of the AT or off-road type vehicles.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Don, but under New York state law, dirt bikes fall under the classification of an ATV.
That's correct, but I believe this is simply, and I support that, but I think this was the club has been the one that's been limiting that. And I was just wondering what the pushback on that was.
I think they had some issues with certain people that rode that type of rig, and that's why they excluded them from what I remember from past history. But your club could probably tell you more.
I know their stance. I was just wondering what your county stance is.
We allow them. We see quite a few out there, but I don't see any more damage from them than we do from everything else,
I would wholly agree with that.
Okay. Tim, is there anything else you want to add?
Appreciate the opportunity to listen in here. I know there's a lot that Sheriff and that we're working on here at Oswego. I'm still hoping to get some contact information on that software provider, but I think other than that, we're moving along as quickly as I think we can at this point.
Okay, perfect. All right, does anybody have anything else they would like to add?
I did talk to the Rush Outdoors guys this weekend at the trade show, and I know some of the clubs were upset that they didn't get to meet them. So they are coming back to go turkey hunting in the spring, and they promised that they would do a meet and greet with all the clubs. So I will put that on everybody's radar when we actually have dates for that.
Perfect. That sounds awesome. All right, our next meeting will be February 24th at 4 o'clock. Online and in person. Hopefully the TV in the conference room will work then, and I won't be mad dashing to get technology working again.
I'll make sure I'm down there next time.
Thank you, Kaylee.
Yeah.
As I dump everything all over the floor, it was fine. Yeah, the bill, I think our lobbyist is going to be opposing. We're going to keep pushing on that. But the biggest thing is trying to set goals for the year. So if you are one of the clubs, what can we do to partner together? what goals can we set? Think about it. I want to bring it up again next meeting and discuss it more. And then hopefully at that meeting, we'll have more of the SOAR analysis done so we can see what direction we need to go. Thank you, everybody.
Who's the lobbyist that you guys use?
What's that?
Who's the lobbyist that you use?
Park strategies.
Park strategies.
Park? Oh, park.
Park like, ballpark strategies.
Awesome, thanks.
I'm sure they'd be glad to add you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.
Right.
Right. Stay warm. Bye.
Yes.